So select the start from EFP cells. It has two, right? It has two records. Employee ID, first name, last name, cell ID. Two records, right? So shipping, employee shipping. Has 45 records. Just 45 records. Right, 45 records. So record are in different tables. Employee sales is one table, shipping is another tables. So we wanted to see all the employee from both tables in one result set, So in that case, we can do union. So two different SQL statement, but we can, using union, we can combine both result set into one result set. So this is called union operator. 47. So now we can see record at 47. So 2 from sales and 45 from shipping. So these combine two result sets. All right, so this is union. Let's show something else, like select EMP all. (107) records, EMP all, EMP all. And then let me put this also here. Union all. So employee sales has two records, right? And employee all has 107 record. Let's combine both. What is issue? Because I put a dot here instead of. Let's see how many records we have. 109 records. 109 records. Okay, let's put order by clause. So this is another things I discuss. When we have a multiple statement, we want to do order by. We cannot do order by separately. Like order by here, order by employee ID, employee ID. If I run this, it will throw error. It will throw error. So when we use the operator, we need to have the order by statement at the end of the both statement. So this is called order by. This is we are doing order by. Okay. Now we need to remove this one because we don't need to specify one. We are sorting an entire result set. So we can see here. We can see here all the records from both tables. So, and that's why our record is 109. So two record from the sales department and then 107 record from employee all. You see here some record means there are two records, right? So two records might be duplicates. So you see that Michael has record from employee sales, Michael has record from employee all. So two records. So when we join union all, it return all the records, even there are duplicates. So this is the difference between union and union all. Union combine the result set into one result set from the multiple SQL statements. So this is one full SQL statement. This is another SQL statement. I might have another SQL statement. I can join another SQL statement here and then order by. Order by has to be one, not separate order by. Order by employee ID. Employee ID. So if I can join three SQL statements into one. Okay, so here I'm getting 107 is I'm coming to that point. If I do all, my record is now 154 records. So the reason is, what is the reason? Union, all, and union. So this is the important question interview asks. What is the difference between union and union all? So difference is both. Number one answer is both combine multiple SQL statement and return single result sets. Single result set. But union return after eliminating duplicates. Union returns results after eliminating duplicates. Union all return all return results without eliminating duplicates. It returns everything. Doesn't matter it has duplicates, doesn't matter it has many times single records. This is the difference. Simple difference. When we need union, when we need to see all the records, even there are duplicate, then we should use union all. When we need unique record, then you should use only union. But both combine multiple SQL statement and return single result. Return single result. See, when I use the union all, it is giving me 154 records. And when I removing the all, sorry, it is returning on 107 records because there are some records are duplicates. So this is called union and this is called union on. Any questions so far? So this we covered yes last class also. Same thing we discussed. So now let's do one thing. So sales has 2 records. Employee has 107 record. Okay. Now do another operator called minus operator, which is very important, especially if we work in the data side, like data testing, something called ETL testing. We'll go there in ETL testing if you guys, once we finish the database understanding, we'll go to the ETL testing. This is one of the high demand, opportunities in US and probably rest of the world. We will explain what is, but after taking the test of SQL, whatever we learn, and then few more topics is still pending. So whatever we learn, if we able to answer and proceed, we able to answer. So we will go to the ETL testing positions, ETL testing learning. That is conceptual, not complicated. And back to the point, minus operator. Minus operator. So minus operators কি করে? What minus operators do? A statement it do minus, like 1 minus 1 equal to কত? 0. 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So SQL statement also এখানে 5টা রেকর্ড আছে, আরেকটাতে আছে 7টা রেকর্ড। আমি যদি সেভেন সেভেন যে টেবিলে 7টা রেকর্ড আছে ওই টেবিলের থেকে 5টা রেকর্ড একই ইনফরমেশন থাকতে হবে, তাহলে মাইনাস করতে পারবে। আমি যদি বলি 1 minus a, it will not return anything. It will not return anything. So one টেবিলে 7 রেকর্ড আছে, লাইক এই টেবিল গুলাতেই এমপ্লয়ি ইনফরমেশন আছে 7 রেকর্ড মাইনাস 5 records, same record যদি হয় তাহলে it equal to, we will get 2 records. So what is the purpose of using minus operator? Purpose is, one purpose is one purpose is this is a database. This is a database. I should have used this. This is the database, transactional database. আমি যখন ETL নিয়ে আলোচনা করব তখন এগুলা ক্লিয়ার হবে, ট্রানজাকশনাল ডাটাবেস। So this is transactional database, and same thing. Reporting database. So transactional database usually একটা business চিন্তা কর, think about the business, think about the e-commerce business. So many user around the world, they order, like Amazon, people orders, and then they process the order, they deliver the order. So this is all about transactional. So user transactional. But the high official, like especially people who work in the business analytics, data scientists, people are who work with the data analytics, like high positions, they analyze the business growth, they analyze the opportunities, how we can expand business, how we can bring the new ideas. So in order to do all those things, they need to analyze the data. They need to analyze the data and find out and build a business model, suggest a campaign, suggest business promotions, all those things, right? So if they like this database is online and the many user from around the globe access, order, and then get their delivery. So in order to keep the business performance reputations high and up and make it available for everyone anytime, during night, during day, it the performance of this database need to be very high, so that in 2025 people just click one click, they get the order, they place the order, right? So the performance of this database need to be high and smooth, so that user can have better experience placing order, getting the delivery. So they don't keep the data, historical data. They don't keep, business does not keep historical data. The more data is in the database, when you send a query means this type of query, then it takes time to return. So that's why they don't keep historical data here. They move the data from transactional database to data warehouse. This is, you can also call data warehouse. So business scientists, they use those data scientists, data analytics, they use this database to identify the business promotion and campaign and all those things. I hope you understand the sense. So because they analyze the last 10 years data, they analyze the different region data. So they need to process a lot of data. So if they process a lot of data in transactional database, and then end user of this Amazon, eBay, they will not get the better performance. So they will not have the good experience. So business separate the database into transactional database to data warehouse. Data warehouse have all historical data. Once data load into the data warehouse, it never get deleted. But this is volatile in nature. It does not have historical data. It has historical data. So all the analysis, all the business MIS information are stored here. So the reason I am saying a lot of things, why minus operator is important for us in one reason. This is one reason data will move from here to there. So there will be database engineer. They develop a process to read those data from here and extract those data from there and load into data warehouse. That is called ETL process. ETL means extract, transform, and loading. L means loading. So extract the data from here, transform the data and load into data warehouse. This is called ETL process. So data engineer, they do those job, but we need to make sure if we become data quality engineer, or if we become ETL tester, ETL QA, we need to ensure the data is moving from here to there is correct. Data is moving from here to there is correct. The data is, we are not losing any data when data move from here to there. We are not losing any data. We don't have any unwanted data here. We don't have any bad structure data here. Mapping is correct. A to A, like employee ID to employee ID, employee name to employee name, first name to first name. So when sometimes developer do mistakes, so in place of first name, they put the last name, and then in place of last name, they put the first name. So it's kind of wrong mapping. This is called mapping. So this is source database, and that is target database. So source column, this is column, right? Those are column or field. Source column need to be mapped with the correct target column. And the data type, salary field. So it should go into the decimal type field, but the loading into the character field. So there are many type of tests to do, but now I'm not going into that details now. I'm just showing the minus operator, how minus operator is performed. For example, from the employee tables, select from the employee all tables, I'm only moving the shipping information, shipping employees to shipping tables. So this is my employee tables, all employee tables, all the employees there. And what is the other statement? This is my shipping target tables. So I'm moving 45 employees to the shipping tables. So now I need to ensure all the shipping data loaded into shipping tables. How I can ensure? I can do minus operation. So select employee minus shipping employee. So if I do, so I have, okay, sorry. Okay, I have 107 records in these tables, and I have 45 records in these tables. These 45 records, same record are exist in the employee all tables. So when I do the minus operation, can anyone tells how many record I will expect here? If I run this query, how many record I expect? Remaining record, right? 107 minus 45, remaining record should be present. So when I do the minus operation from the employee all tables, I should not see, okay, put the department ID so that it will make sense. I can tell you. Department. Let's see first, department ID, shipping is department 50. So when I do the minus operation, I should not have any 50 here. Do I see any 50? Because all the 50 record matching that move to these tables are matching with the employee table. So that is expected results. This is what I am expecting. So using the minus operation, I can confirm that. Also, we can do when we test, basically we put the condition here, department ID equal to 50. Sorry. In that means when I run this record query, can anyone tell how many records should come in the result set? Can anyone has any idea? How many records I should get in the result? Try. So there are no records. Why? Because this is my source. I'm filtering only department 50. Do I have department 50? Yes. And how many records? 45 records. Those records are same record are present in the shipping tables. Means I am moving from here to there. Now I need to make sure all the shipping employees moved from this table to these tables. This employee all tables to this table. That how can I ensure? Using the minus operator. Using the minus operator. And you can use based on your need. When you are in the real projects, you have a problem and you know the solution, many way to solve the solution problem. Then if you think it is applicable, then you can fit into that and then um, use the minus operator based on your need. Okay. So all the shipping employee moved from here to there. So this is one way test. When you do the ETL testing, there are many other way we need to confirm that all the records are flowing. What are the testing we do when data move from one place to another place? So one place to another place. This is through ETL process, data load from here to there. So that's how we actually ensure how data moves. So this is one of the things. And also we need to make sure we also do the reverse. The reverse means this is to make sure everything move from here to there. But we also need to make sure if there are any extra to record in these tables, then we will not find using only one way minus operation. We need to do the and a second reverse minus operation as well. We need to make sure reverse minus operation here also. Minus. Okay. So we also don't have any, but what if we put one record reach to the tables twice? Let me introduce that one. Keeping tables. Insert into diary, first name, job ID. Uh, so while I am doing this one, can you guys do one things? Um, employee tables, HR employee tables, replace dot, remove the dot, write a SQL statement and return the phone number without this dot. one row inside it, okay. And then complete one row inside it. Let's see how many record are here in the shipping tables. 46 record, okay. So one extra record is there. So if I do now, if I do minus operation here, first one, right? So if I do minus operation here, it will not give us anything because all the 45 shipping employee move from this table to these tables. But when I do the opposite one, I should expect one record. So it's not there. Let me see. Uh, 45 record minus. So it's not, so it has a 46 record. Let me sort order by 1 second. Order by 1. So first employee has double records, so it's identical record. So when we are doing minus operation also, it's not giving us. It should give us, or if we change the data, that's I'm gonna show. It's not giving us. It's not giving us any record because it's actually removing duplicates. So, but how I can identify? So can anyone write a SQL statement to find these tables has any duplicate record or not? I think we have covered this. So how we can find? Can anyone try if shipping table has duplicate records? How to identify? Please try and then give it to me. How to identify? Is there any duplicate record or not? Can anyone try? No one. How to identify any duplicate record in the shipping tables? You can also create a tables. Let me give you the statement and then try. Create tables. Statement is create tables. EMP underscore shipping as select star from HR dot HR dot employees IR department ID equal to 50. Department ID equal to 50. So if you run this table, so there are many ways to create that. This is one way to you can create your own tables. 50 is basically shipping. If you run this query, so you should see uh, a separate table in the my schema. Under the my schema, you will see your separate tables. You need to log in, otherwise you cannot create. I don't know you guys able to log in or not. Anyway, this is one statement I put in the chat so that you can try it. Or you can create your own tables from own data. Okay, so now tell me how to identify any duplicate records present in the shipping table or not. Select employee ID from EMP shipping, right? EMP shipping, count, count the star, group by employee ID, having count the star one. So at least if you guys can tell a count sum এটা কি ফাংশন বলে এই স্টেটমেন্টটাকে আরেকটা নাম আছে এটাকে কি বলে see employee 102 has two records so this is how we can identify is there any duplicate record or not this is the way we can identify is there any duplicate record or not এই ফাংশনটাকে একটা নাম আছে so if you don't practice actually no way better not waste your time এই ফাংশনটাকে ডিফারেন্ট সিঙ্গেল রো মাল্টি রো ফাংশন বলছিলাম একটা বলে মাল্টি রো ফাংশন another also called aggregate function what are the aggregate function is do anyone remember what are the aggregate function is
Sum,
yes
count, maximum, minimum.
there are another one
Average.
huh?
Average.
Average so everything will come like this everything will come like this so this is also called aggregate function so those are very important most commonly used regularly used if you work in a backend regularly used function so I asked another one right so select the stars from hr.employees phone number remove the dot how we can do that we are not changing data in the database but we can display in the result set for example employee id first name and phone number. And then changed phone number. How we can do that? There is a function,
We
built-in
use
function
replace.
that, huh?
Replace use হবে.
Replace. We can do using the replace command. So replace command is fill name, and then what we are trying to replace, and what we want to replace with. কি রিপ্লেস করতে চাচ্ছি, কি দিয়ে রিপ্লেস করতে চাচ্ছি। ফিল্ড নেম মানে হচ্ছে যে ফিল্ডটা তে আমরা চেঞ্জ আনতে চাচ্ছি। সো এখানে ফিল্ড হচ্ছে ফোন নাম্বার, ডটটাকে তুলে দিতে চাচ্ছে, এটা হচ্ছে যে এন্টি নাল অ্যাস ক্লিনড ফোন নাম্বার। সো এটা হচ্ছে যে এক্সিস্টিং, এটা হচ্ছে যে ক্লিন ফোন নাম্বার। এটাকে ক্লিনজিং বলে, ক্লিনজিং। যখন ইটিএল প্রসেস হয়, ডাটা যখন এখান থেকে এখানে যায়, মাঝখানে কিছু অপারেশন আমরা বলছি ইটিএল মিনস হচ্ছে এক্সট্রাক্ট, ট্রান্সফর্ম মিনস ওয়ান ফর্ম টু অ্যানাদার ফর্ম, ট্রান্সফর্ম and load, extract, transform and load. Transformation মধ্যে part of transformation, transform is short form of transformation. ট্রান্সফরমেশনের ভিতরে ক্লিনজিং অপারেশন হয়। ক্লিনজিং মানে হচ্ছে যে রিমুভিং ব্যাড ডাটা, রিমুভিং রিমুভিং সামটাইম এক্সট্রা থাকে, এক্সট্রাটাকে ইয়া করতে হয়, এক্সট্রাটাকে বাদ দিতে হয়। ফর এক্সাম্পল, এটা কি, this one. Okay, so এখানে 1 আছে, ডট 1.0, এই সাম কেসে 1 some কেসে 44. So we only want to take this part, not the everything. How we can do that? So we want to remove, one dot. Basically 1 is 144 is the country code. So we want to remove that and take the rest. How we can do that? What function can help us to do that? So we want to remove something from the front. There are different type of function is there. Oh, there is a building function. there is a building function called substring. Substring, right? Substring. Yeah. In C Oracle পুরো লেখে না substr লেখে substring. Um, so if it is using substring, we can remove one point dot. So substring ইয়াটা হচ্ছে যে field name, field name, position and length. Position and length. So এটা হচ্ছে যে সাবস্ট্রিং ফর্মুলা। ফিল্ড নেম, যে ফিল্ডটা আমরা করতে চাচ্ছি ওই ফিল্ড। পজিশন মানে হচ্ছে যে 1 2 3, সো স্টার্টিং পজিশন 3, 1 2 3, 3 থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত, 3 থেকে শেষ পর্যন্ত। ইফ ইউ ডোন্ট নো দ্য শেষ পর্যন্ত, তাহলে ওইটারও একটা সলিউশন আছে। এখানে কোনো মানে হয়তো ডিফারেন্ট নাম্বার থাকতে পারে, ডিফারেন্ট থাকতে পারে, বাট আমি বলছি যে 0 1, আবার কোনো কেসে বলছি 44। ইন দ্যাট কেস উই ক্যান ডু সামথিং এলস। ক্যান এনিওয়ান brainstorm? The question is, you can bring it next week, or you can put in the WhatsApp or in the my mail. Don't use ChatGPT, don't use Google or anything. Just try to solve by yourself from the previous class. When start with the 0 1, sorry, 1 point dot, then remove the 1 point dot and take the remaining letters, remaining values. And when I start from 4 4 dot, removing 4 4 dot and take the rest of the numbers. How you can do that? You can do the substring, but there is a condition, right? Some start with 0 1, some start with 1 point, and some start with 44 point. 44 point. So this is the task. Please prepare accordingly and send it to me. Send it to my mail. I'm putting in the chat my email address. Okay, I think today till now you stop here. So prepare accordingly.